Hello all and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop 2-headed caravan of treasure. Sometimes barter. The streak continues as it always will. And we're taking a look at the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Armored Batman. Specifically, this is from Kingdom Come. There's the whole box if you want to take a look. Kind of cool. There's the back of the box. We got the awesome Alex Ross artwork on the back there, showing off Kingdom Come Batman. And yeah, I'm doing my own video with this one. Normally when I have like one random off figure, I tend to just do it as a YouTube short video. I'm doing a whole one for this because I genuinely love Kingdom Come. I think Kingdom Come is one of the best DC stories of all time, if not the best DC story of all time. If you've never read it, read it. It's, what's a good way to put this? It's like everything, like from kind of the edginess and like, but also respect to the golden age that the DC extended universe wishes it could be. Because like you hear that a lot, like when the DCEU, the movies were trying to become big, and you had Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and the beginnings of Justice League and all that, there was always like, well, we want to pay homage to the characters but make it more gritty, more real. And so, you know, just throwing in stuff that makes no sense to characters is, I guess, making it more real, but that just, again, doesn't make sense. If you want a story where there's a little bit more grit, not a lot, I'm not going to sit here and try to say it's a gritty underbelly story, but there's a little bit there. But some more realness, some more like matter-of-factness in DC, read Kingdom Come. It's a fantastic book, written by Mark Waid. Though I think the entire idea was actually more so Alex Ross. He draws the whole book, does the art for the whole book. It is absolutely fantastic. One of the most iconic moments in comic book history happens in that, where Captain Marvel fights Superman, and you see the iconic pose of Captain Marvel standing over Superman. It's just, I can't describe it and do it justice. You have to read Kingdom Come to understand its greatness. And it's not a book that I would ever recommend to like novice comic book people. Like, don't start and go out and buy Kingdom Come, because you'll ruin a lot of other DC stuff for yourself if you do that. You need to kind of understand the history of DC as well as like the goofiness of comic books in general. That's what makes, I think that's why the DC extended universe failed as badly as it did. Especially during the Snyder era, it tried to be way too serious and take itself too serious. Like, it was like, that's to me, the curse of the Nolan films. The Nolan Batman films, as great as they are, and I will always maintain that they are fantastic films, but they also kind of hurt later stuff because you didn't have the goofiness of comic books in it anymore. It had to be super serious. It had to be dark. And Kingdom Come is the perfect balance to this matter-of-fact kind of realness with the goofiness of what comics are supposed to be. Watchmen is very similar in comparison to the movie. I don't mind the Watchmen movie, even though I'm not a big Zack Snyder fan. I actually kind of enjoy the Watchmen movie. I think he got most things right. Changing the ending is kind of disappointing, and I think he completely missed the point of Rorschach as a character. But besides that, it's not bad. But it lacks the goofiness. Like, Alan Moore puts in a lot of goofy crap in Watchmen when you read the actual book. And that's the thing with comic books. You have to balance the goofy with the serious. And I think that's what a lot of books miss today. I think it's definitely what a lot of the movies miss. The MCU maybe goes a little bit too overboard with the goofiness sometimes. And then the DC Extended Universe tried to just completely get rid of it, and it didn't work. But Kingdom Come, fantastic story. A great balance, but not one I can say, like, if you're a comic book fan and you've been reading comics for a while and you've never read Kingdom Come, then go read it. Go buy it and read it. If you're new to comic books, familiarize yourself with some other stuff and then eventually work your way into Kingdom Come. But Kingdom Come, one of my favorite books of all time, maybe my favorite DC book. I'd have to go back and really kind of look. Batman Year One's up there, before Frank Miller just went nuts and couldn't write. Yeah, anyway. yeah, let's get into it. This looks great. I'm hoping McFarlane did good with this one. It looks good in the box. I know I give McFarlane a lot of crap, but I'm hoping this one's really good. And if it is, I hope we get more Kingdom Come figures. I think Kingdom Come, like old Superman, would look great. That classic Alex Ross Captain Marvel would be amazing as a figure, which we had before with DC Direct, I think. But still, yeah, let's get into it. Excited for this one. This is probably one of the most excited I've been for a McFarlane in a long time. Just because it looks good, and I'm hoping it turns out to be really good. So we'll see. I'm very open and honest. I have a very love-hate relationship with McFarlane. I give them a lot of crap. That's because I think they can do better. I think McFarlane tends to not care about a lot of their toy lines that aren't named Spawn. Case in point, they did the Dark Knight figures and completely messed up the armored Batman figure. So just because it's a classic story with some good figures behind it doesn't mean it's always going to be great. Piece of tape on here. First off, one of my bigger, more consistent criticisms of McFarlane, the card. I mean, it's got cool Alex Ross artwork on it, but these cards mean nothing. McFarlane tries... I've heard McFarlane themselves say the cards are an accessory. No, they're not. They shouldn't be considered an accessory. You should get way more stuff. Alternate hands, alternate heads, whatever. Not a dumb card. It means nothing in the grand scheme of collecting. Let's just be real. Especially for more modern figures. It's not like these are old G.I. Joes with cutout cards. We got the stand. I like the stands. I'm not going to complain because a lot of McFarlane figures just can't stand on their own, so you need those. Put that back in the box. Alright, get on to Batman himself here. A lot going on here. Looks like part of the metal aspects of the cape are separated here, which is nice. I actually kind of dig that. They put them in the back separated, not tied down to a bubble. We got some twist ties, but twist ties be damned. I have scissors. I didn't notice it all video, and then there's damn Lucha Thanos back there. I'm talking about this super serious Kingdom Come book, and then Lucha Thanos is sitting back there. Cut that. Cut that one. What else we got on the arms? Anything else? I think we got them all. I hope. Let's see if we can get them out of the box. Nice. Perfect. Ooh, there's a lot going on with this figure. Hold on. I gotta figure this out. Alright. Let me get them all posed out here. So far, I'm not noticing anything really wrong with this one. He looks good so far. Maybe a little bit of wonkiness on the torso joint. Hold on. I apologize. I'm not showing you that. Just give me a second. He came out of the box kind of wonky. All right. And here we go. He looks good. If you know anything about Kingdom Come Batman, he has this big neck cowl piece. It's kind of a neck brace. He's older. His body's been through it. So Bruce has that. I like that the wings are an attachable piece to make them bigger if you want to have them gliding, and then they kind of in. So they kept this aesthetically good as a short cape, and then if you want it all sprawled out, pop these right on, which I'll do here in a minute. But first, let's just take a look at the actual figure. He's got the little thrusters here on the front for his jetpack. Again, Bruce is not the same Bruce he always was. There's an actual realness to the old man here. They got the armor down nice. It's just plain gray and black. The best colors you can use for Batman. I always like Batman when it's just gray and black. I do have a little bit of a soft spot for the blue and yellow. I'm not going to lie. Like the 70s Neil Adams Batman. But this is great. I like it. It looks good. Articulation, he's got a little bit of a loose torso. Nothing too bad. All the other joints are there. They seem tight. He's got some thigh swivel going. Not a little bit there, not a whole lot. The armor is very thick, so his legs aren't they're gonna wide open here. He's got the elbow swivel. No bicep swivel, I don't think. I don't see butterfly joints either. But yeah, they got it down. It looks good. If you compare it to the card, it actually looks really solid. They got this one down really well. Credit where credit's due. The back with the jetpack, it looks decent. You could probably put a little bit of a wash, make it pop some more. But besides that, looks good. Nothing wrong with it. No paint app issues. It's almost like Mcfarlane knew they had to get a Kingdom Come figure down right, or people would be really mad. So let me see if I can straighten out this foot and get him to stand. I have a feeling he'll stand actually really well. Maybe not. I spoke too soon. Come on. I know you can do it. He's a little back heavy, that's why. Because of the plastic with the cape and everything. If you lean him forward, he kind of stands, so a little disappointing there that on his own he's not doing such a great job. Mainly it's just the cape. The cape is like really attached and heavy, so he keeps going back. Put him on the stand, I'm sure he'd be fine. Which I'm going to do. Actually, first, let's take a look at the wings. The wings are just a hard plastic. That's all you really need. Not a lot of detail, plain black, perfectly fine with me. You got here where they attach, so I'm going to kind of put those on. Ooh, pops right on. They do not fold all the way back, but they do come in, which is nice. So, there you go. They come in to kind of shield him like he uses, and they go back a little bit, but not all the way back, obviously. See if we can get the other one on. The other one came in a plastic bag, actually. That one didn't, but this one did. Okay. Also easily identifiable. You can tell this is the piece that goes like on, if you were the figure, what would be the right side because of the way it's indented. I don't know if my camera's focused enough to pick that up, but you can tell. So it's identifiable. That it goes on this side. Not bad at all. And there we go. Wow. That's big. And awesome. I mean, it looks great. Not a lot to complain about with this one. Thankfully. I was going to be really upset if they messed up Kingdom Come Batman. Because I want to see more Kingdom Come figures. I feel like it's a story that... Yeah, he's not going to stand. I'm going to have to put the stand on him. Kingdom Come is one of those stories that, like, fans, especially DC fans, will always say, like, you got to read Kingdom Come, this, that, and this. But then, like, it always feels like it falls to the wayside. I always recommend it as a book for somebody to get into later, not right away. So, yeah. Same thing with All-Star Superman. I see a lot of people who say, read All-Star Superman first. Don't. You got to know the nuances of Superman before you go into that book. Let's look at this. I'm really hoping the stand helps him out. I don't think it's going to, actually. Oh, it did. Okay. I had to kind of place the stand a little bit differently than normal. Like, normally you would put him like that. It helps a little bit that way. He still leans back quite a bit. But if you put the stand a little bit more forward facing... Oh, maybe not. Hold on. I thought I had it. There we go. Angle the stand to angle with his foot, and it actually works out really nicely. It's not bad at all. So, other than the fact that he can't stand up on his own, that sucks, but I am glad that we get the stands with Mcfarlane. I've never complained about the stands. I love the stands because their figures a lot of times cannot stand, so they need them. But yeah, he looks fantastic. This looks great. I can't deny this is probably a bold statement here. I think this is the best DC Mcfarlane figure we've gotten so far out of the Multiverse line. Yeah, they really took their time with this one. You can tell they put a lot of effort into it. They got the look down very well. Is it probably 100% accurate? Probably not. I'm probably sure there's some nitpicky details I could go into, but I'm not going to because I think it looks fantastic for what it is. They got a lot of, and I'm not even going into this part of Kingdom Come, which is an awesome part of Kingdom Come. They even got like the Batman jawline down from Kingdom Come. If you ever read Kingdom Come or any of Alex Ross's stuff, he designs a lot of his, and I don't know if he's ever talked about this, but I know he's designed a lot of the way characters look based on like old actors and stuff. And old Bruce Wayne in Kingdom Come looks just like old Gregory Peck, and it is awesome. So there's like a very distinct jawline that you want to go for on that, and they actually nailed it. Billy Batson, or not so much Billy Batson, but Captain Marvel, when Alex Ross draws him, is also based on an old actor, and I can't remember who. But there's a lot of stuff like that. Like in Earth X, which is Earth X. Basically, what I would say is the Marvel equivalent of a Kingdom Come, but way more dire and dark. His old Captain America kind of looks like Bruce Willis. It's kind of cool. There's like a lot of stuff that he does like that. And his Batman has got that Gregory Peck vibe going for it, and I like it. So, yeah, this looks great. Massive thumbs up. Probably McFarlane's best figure they've done by far. It's up there. And yeah, that's it for this video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And I think this is proof. I don't hate McFarlane all the time, just most of the time. So there you go. Catch you guys in the next one.